running. There is blood, gore, intense violence.
Just want to make sure my audio is okay. Hi everybody, welcome back to another tabletop adventure here at Digital Woods. Quick disclaimer, we're both feeling a little bit under the weather, so we should sound a little awkward.
Yes.
But we're still going to get to our game, which this particular time we're doing a 1,500 point game between Iron Hand Space Marines
and Mephrit Necrons.
So without further ado, and with our play out of the way, on to our lists.
Woo! Alright, so here's going to be my 1,499 points of Mephrit Necron. I'll be bringing a battalion detachment for this one, and let's get right into it. Starting with my HQ Warlord choice for this engagement, it's going to be a Catacomb Command Barge, upgraded with a Void Scythe, Gauss Cannon, and it's going to be having the Warlord trait Merciless Tyrant, the standard for Mephrit. Always a good one. It's also going to be taking the Relic Lightning Field. Moving on to my second HQ, which is going to be a Cryptek. It's going to be bringing its standard Staff of Light, a Chronometron this time, and I'm spending a command point off the start to give it the Relic Veil of Darkness. Moving on to troops, I've got one group of Immortals, just 10-man unit in there, all carrying Gauss blasters. And to fill out the rest of my troops for this one, I'm bringing two identical standard, bog standard groups of Necron warriors, both groups of 10. Moving on to elites, I've got a Catan Shard of the Deceiver with his standard Star God Fist, and his not psychic powers, but powers of the Catan, are going to be Antimatter Meteor and Transdimensional Thunderbolt as always, because they are great. Next up for elites is going to be the Treyarch Stalker with its twin heavy Gauss cannons and its massive forelimbs. And finishing off the elites for this one is going to be a single group of Lich Guard. I'm going to have a 5-man unit in there, and they're all going to be carrying War Scythes. On to Fast Attack, where I've got a group of 3 Tomb Blades, all carrying Gauss Blasters, Shield Veins, and Shadow Looms. On to Heavy Support, where I've got a Doomsday Arc coming along with its Doomsday Cannon and its Gauss Flare Array. Moving past that, I'm also bringing a Canoptic Spider coming along with its Automation Claws, its Fabricator Claw Array, its Gloom Prism to get rid of those nasty psychic powers if Tom brought anything with psychic powers, and also its 2 Particle Beamers. And lastly, in my whole army, I'm bringing one flyer in the form of a Doom Scythe with its Death Ray and Tesla Destructors. And that's my army.
Okay folks, here's going to be my 1,500 points on the nose of Iron Hand Space Marines. It's spread up between 3 separate detachments, 2 of which are going to be battalion, and the third is a spearhead. So let's jump into my first battalion detachment, which is going to be led by Iron Father Ferris, using all his standard gear and whatnot, because he is a named character, he can't change any of that out. He will not be my warlord, and he will also be joined by a chaplain, who will be upgraded through the Fury and Faith book to be the Master of Ceremonies. Basically allows him to do 2 of his litanies per turn. I'm pretty sure I got the specific rule name wrong, but it's a 1-point stratagem to upgrade him with that ability. He will also not be my warlord, but he will be carrying the Iron Stone as a relic. Moving on from that to my troop choices for this battalion detachment. Technically, there are 3 in this one, but I'm going to include the 4th one, which is going to be included in my 2nd battalion, because they're all exactly the same. They're 5-man squads of tacticals, with a chain sword for the sergeant, and a heavy bolter in the squad. That will be my troop choices, and for an elite choice to go along with this battalion is going to be an apothecary, who I will be upgrading with the Chief Apothecary from, again, the Faith and Fury book, which gives him the ability to do better at his healing, and specifically allows him to take the Warlord trait Father of the Future, which also buffs his healing, gives himself an aura that gives feel no pains, and if you have the flesh is weak thing, like I do, it makes the feel no pains on a 5-up instead of a 6-up. So basically, he'll be sticking around the infiltrate, and they will have 5-up feel no pains, which will be very helpful going against such a high AP list. From there, I will be moving on to my 2nd Battalion Detachment. For HQ choices, I will be having the Primus Rhino. Yes, dipping into the index and trying out some things that weren't played a lot, at least by me. The Primus Rhino is a HQ Rhino choice, which will be armed with a twin plasma gun. And of course, he has smoke launchers and other free upgrades that he has. From there, I'm moving on to my 2nd HQ choice and my warlord for my army, a Land Raider Excelsior. He is a Land Raider HQ choice, and for warlord trait for him will be all flesh's weakness, giving him a built-in 5-up feel no pain. He'll be equipped with 2 twin las cannons, a twin heavy bolter, and a grav cannon with grav amp. So he's pretty strong. And moving on from my warlord or my HQ choices to my troop choices, reminder that one of my troop choices I threw in earlier, but the other 2 are going to be 2 veteran intercessor squads, equipped with Stalker pattern bolt guns for all of them. Alright, and moving on to my 3rd detachment, which is going to be a Spearhead Detachment, led by a librarian with his Force Stave. He will have his psychic powers drawn from the Technomancy discipline, which his powers will be Reforge and Machine Flints. And he will have a command point spent on him to give him a relic called the Tempered Helm. Moving on to the heavy support choices for this detachment, I have myself a Thunderfire cannon manned by a Tech Marine Gunner. Tech Marine Gunner has the Plasma Cutter, Flamer, and Axe, all the stuff that he usually carries. Quickly moving on from that to a Stalker, which is armed with its standard kit, 2 Icarus Storm Cannons and a Storm Bolter. And moving on to my 3rd heavy support for this detachment, I have a Space Marine Predator. It is armed with a Predator autocannon and 2 las cannons and a Storm Bolter. And that will make up 1,500 points on the nose of Iron Hands Space Marines. Okay folks, here we are deployed for the Maelstrom mission Disruptive Tactics. We rolled off to see who gets to choose attacker and defender. I won the roll off, so I chose to be the attacker. Mike chose the Dawn of War deployment, and I finished deploying first, and Mike counter deployed. In this particular mission, there are 6 tactical objectives, as like normal. There's going to be the Schemes of War rules, which we're going to create our decks to for this mission to match that. Sudden death is not in effect, so if we wipe the other side and they're ahead by points, they can still possibly win, and vice versa if the other team has enough turns to earn points. Disruptive Tactics is a special thing for this mission. At the start of each player's turn, before any tactical objectives are put into play, the player reveals the top 3 cards from the objective deck. If that objective has fewer 3 cards remaining, reveal as many, blah, blah, blah. The opponent can select one of these cards to be placed on the bottom of the player's objective deck, and the remaining cards are returned to the top of the deck in the order the opponent chooses. So it's a way for your opponent to kind of mess with what objectives you are going to be getting, but there's no way for him to know that you're going to get better or worse as a result. From there are the standard victory conditions of Slay the Warlord, First Strike, and Line Breaker, and variable game length. The game could end at turn 5 or go on further. We shall see. With that being said, we need to do start the game, basically. I am the attacker, so I'll be going first unless Mike can seize it on a 6.
And Shazam, which I do not.
No, so we'll be going to Iron Hands turn 1.
And I'm actually going to probably pop his ability starting off before your turn starts off.
Fair enough.
So, for the Shard of the Deceiver's Grand Illusion ability, I'm actually going to roll a d3 to see how many troops I get to move. For 2. Fair enough, that's really all I needed or wanted. So, before turn 1 actually begins for Tom's turn, the results of my Shard of the Deceiver's Grand Illusion was this group of Necron Warriors and this group of Immortals moved respectively here and here, along with the Shard of the Deceiver himself, also going along with the Immortals. Just kind of getting a little bit up the board and holding on to line of sight blockers to hopefully do something useful on my turn and or not die. But that aside, onto you pulling cards.
Yep. So starting off, my 3 objectives. We already did the mess with it for the game mode. So my objectives are going to be Kingslayer, Assassinate, and secure objective 4, which is right here.
Nice. Kill something, stand there.
Okay, at the start of my turn, before any movement happens, my Chaplain's Ironstone is going to target the Land Raider, giving it its protection. And then he is going to go ahead and use his 2 canticles, or chants, or whatever they're called. He's going to go ahead and give the +1 to hit to the Predator on a 3-up. That is a 5. So, +1 to hit, and because he is the Master of Ceremonies, he can do 2 and can actually give his second one to the same one. But I'm going to give his second one, which is +1 to wound in the shooting phase, to the Land Raider. And once again on a 3-up. So, the Predator has +1 to hit, Land Raider has +1 to wound.
Fair enough.
Alright, and I think that's all that needs to be taken care of at the start of my turn, so I need to get on the movement. Okay, so turn 1 for the Iron Hands is a little bit moving up the board. My right-hand flank, the squad of 5 just moved into cover to secure objective 3. I don't need it at the moment, but it's nice to hold. My Stalker and Thunderfire Cannon stayed put. There's no reason for them to move. My center moved up, but before they did, disgorged 1 group of tacticals to take over guarding objective 4 here while I move the rest of my army up. Speaking of which, disgorged out of the Primaris Rhino, my Psyker, and another squad of tacticals, and they moved over, getting a line of sight onto the flank here. And that's it for movement. We go into the psychic phase. We'll start off by casting a Smite.
Fair enough, there's nothing I can do against that, because my Gloom Prism is all the way back there.
My Psyker is right here. I got a 7, so D3 mortal wounds.
Alright.
For 1.
And closest is going to be...
The Immortals. One of the Immortals would go down.
Fair enough.
I'm going to actually spend a command point and re-roll that for 3 instead. 3 mortal wounds instead.
Nice.
And because I have the Tempered Helm and he's actually outside of his vehicle on a 5-up, I get that command point back. I do.
Very well done. I'll pull the 3 models then. And I just pulled the 3 over here, kind of negating some possible shots from that direction.
Okay, with that being done, I'm not going to cast any other psychic powers because the other ones wouldn't apply at the moment because the target's vehicles for the other 2.
Ah.
So that's going to be it for the psychic phase. As we go into the shooting phase, there are 2 things that happen at the start of the shooting phase. My Primaris Rhino can choose a friendly unit within 12 inches to give +1 to hit in the shooting phase, or he has a couple other options, but I'm going to choose that one. And I'm going to take this squad in the back here with their Stalker Bolters and give them +1 to hit, because I think all 5 of them can see the guys in front.
Fair enough.
Okay, and Ironfather Ferris is going to activate his Augur and give the Land Raider, turning his ballistic skill from a 3-up to a 2-up to hit.
Nice.
So tacking in the fact that the Primus Rhino is within 24, giving it +1 to hit, that's going to be hitting on 2s +1 to hit.
Nice. No, so negating any possible hard to hits.
Yep. Alright, going into the actual shooting part of the shooting phase, I'm starting off with my Land Raider Accessor, and I'm going to spend 1 command point on Mercy's Weakness, and he's going to be targeting that effect onto the Doom Scythe. What that does is when a unit chooses to shoot in the shooting phase or fight in the fight phase, I can spend 1 command point, and any unmodified wound rolls of a 6 does double wounds to the target. So I wound it twice. And the only downside is every unit has to shoot at that if it's able.
Oh, no.
So he's going to activate first, and he's going to shoot his last cannons over there. His other 2 remaining guns don't have enough range to reach over there, so they're going to go straight ahead into the warriors. So his grav cannon with grav amp and his storm bolter.
All right.
The 2 twin last cannons going at the doom scythe, looking for 2s to hit, rerolling 1s because of all the bonuses. Rerolling 1s. All 4 successfully hit. And looking for 2s to wound because of the canticle thing that gave him +1 to wound rolls. All 4 successfully wound, one of them being a 6, so that's going to count as 2 wounds instead of 1. So I wound 5 times out of 4 with las cannons.
Ow.
And these do D6 a pop.
All right.
AP -4 because I'm in the Devastator Doctrine.
Goodbye, Croissant. Goodbye, Croissant.
Almost max damage. I missed it by 2.
Okay, so that's, let's see,
28 points of damage. Does it explode?
Hold on, let me find out. Well, I know what I'm aiming for first. Holy nuts!
Control-Alt-Delete.
No, it does not explode.
Sure you don't want to reroll it?
I'm absolutely sure.
Okay. Okay, with that glorious shot done, moving on to his other weapons, which I did declare going into the warriors there. So the 4 shots from the grav cannon plus grav amp, looking for 2s to hit, rerolling 1s, rerolling 1s. These are strength 5, so I would be wounding on 3s, but he has the focus thing that gives him +1 to wound, so wounding on 2s. 2 1s, I'm not going to reroll any of them. AP -4 because I'm in the Devastator Doctrine and it's heavy, and they do 1 damage per.
There you go. No save o'clock with that guy.
And then 2 shots from his Storm Bolter. Looking for those 2s to hit. And 3s to wound because strength 4. Both wound.
All right.
No AP though.
No AP. Oh my god. I get to make a save. 2 4-ups.
Fail both.
I fail both. All right. Well, we'll just pull from this side now.
That is a good start.
That is a very good start from you, with only 1 thing fired thus far.
Yep. I think up next is going to be my Stalker, in which case it's going to fire whatever it can into the bikes, trying to clean up that flank.
Fair enough.
All right, Stalker firing. His Storm Bolter doesn't have anything within range and in line of sight, so just his Icarus auto cannons going in for a total 6 shots, with the bonuses and negatives for hard to hit from him, and my own special rule for hunting things with fly on this. Looking for 3s to hit. We're rolling 1s. So 4 hits. Strength 7, so 3s to wound. So that looks like it's going to be 4 wounds with AP -1.
All right.
So I think that's 4 saves for you.
4 up.
Oh, AP -2 because I'm in Devastator Doctrine.
All right. And because of my shield veins,
You would have a 3 base.
I would have a 3 base. It's now a 4. So, yep. 4 ups. Wow.
Would be a 5 up, but yeah.
Well, I made 1.
They do 2 damage apiece.
All right. So, considering each of those
Only has 2 wounds.
only has 2 wounds, I'm going to spend a command point and re-roll one of these.
On a 5 up.
On a 5 up. That's a 4.
That is the unit gone.
That is the unit dead. He is shot with 2 things and killed 2 units. Grats.
Okay, up next is going to be the 5-man Intercessor Squad with their Stalker bolt rifles and their fire into the injured group of warriors there, trying to just clean them out. 5 shots, looking for 2s to hit because they got the +1 to hit from the Primaris Rhino. And they're going to be rerolling 1s because these are heavy weapons. All hit. Looking for 4s to wound because only strength 4. 2 wounds with AP -3.
Okay, that's 2 dead.
Squad in front is going to do the same thing, but don't have the +1 to hit, so they're hitting on 3s.
All right.
Rerolling ones because it is a heavy weapon. All successfully. Oh, 3 successful hit, wounding on 4s. 1 more goes down.
And pop. Boy, I hope I get to reanimation. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yep. Yeah, it would.
He says, lining up his next shot.
Tactical squad in the back, going to fire just their heavy bolter because they're going to be out of range of everything else. Into that. 3 shots looking for 3s to hit, ignoring the penalty and moving, firing heavy weapons. 2 successful hits. Strength 5, so 3s to wound. 1 wound with AP -2.
All right, that's actually a 6-up save.
Yep.
Nope.
Down to 2.
Down to 2. And just out of curiosity, they are completely out of range of this group here?
24 inches? Yeah, they'll be out of range because
Okay.
those guys are supposed to be up there.
Yep. Yeah, they fell again.
Okay, up next is going to be the Predator. He's going to go ahead and split up his shots. His Predator autocannon going into the Doomsday Arc. Both Lance Cannons and the Storm Bolter going into the remaining 2.
That's so unneeded.
It is, but I just want the unit gone. So let's start off with the 2 las cannon shots. Because I gave him +1 to hit from the one right, he's going to be hitting on 2s. We're rolling 1s because it is a heavy weapon. Both hit. Strength 9, so 2s to wound. Well, that's 1 dead. AP -4.
Boop.
And then 2 Storm Bolter shots. Looking for 2s to hit. Not re-rolling because it's not a heavy weapon. And 4s to wound. 1 wound. No AP.
1 4-up. Come on.
No!
I can't.
You already spent
have
the
I
room.
made a single save? Like maybe 1 over there, but the unit died anyway.
Yeah, you made at least 1 over there.
All right. Well, that's that unit.
All right. Then the autocannon has 2d3 number of shots. Okay, for a total of 4 shots. Looking for 2s to hit because of +1. Rerolling 1s because it is a heavy weapon and I'm in Devastator. So I got 3 successful hits. All right, strength 7 versus toughness 6. So I'm looking for 3s to wound.
Yep.
3
And you
wounds.
got
with
'em.
AP -2.
All right. Well,
I think that's a 6-up save because I think his Chronometron is only infiltrate.
yes. I believe you're correct. Let's look. After looking it up and making sure of saves and whatnot, his Chronometron only works on infantry and has a standard 4-up save. So 6 ups with that AP -2. Or I made 2.
You made 2.
I made 2. Holy darn.
2 damage.
And quantum shielding, I got to get a 1. Got a 2. So take 2.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's just start chipping that down.
put that right there.
All right. Up next is going to be this tactical squad over here, firing all they can into the Immortals.
And if people are wondering, they can see this one right there.
So there's going to be 2 in rapid fire and 2 that are not for their bolt guns. All right, 2 in rapid fire, 2 not, so a total of 6 shots. Looking for 3s to hit. No re-rolling 1s because these are just regular bolt guns. And looking for 4s to wound. I think only 1. Yeah, only 1. No AP.
All right, well, 1 3-up. Made it.
All right, and then 3 shots from their heavy bolter. Looking for those 3s to hit. Rerolling 1s because it is a heavy weapon. Nope. And then looking for 3s to wound. Both wound, AP -2.
All right. 2 5-ups. No.
All right, up next is going to go is the Thunderfire Cannon. Firing into the Immortals, trying to whittle them down even further.
Yep. Does it allow... Oh, never mind. I'm not fully in cover.
You're not fully in the ruin.
2 more would have to die for that.
Yep. And it has a total of 4d3 number of shots. So looking for those numbers. 6 + 3, so 9 shots. 9 shots going in, looking for 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s because heavy weapons. Rolling 1s. All but 1, so 8 hits. Strength 5, so I'm looking for 3s to wound. 2 misses. And 6 wounds.
All right.
AP -2.
And that'll be 6 5-ups.
She made 3,
I made 3, failed 3. So, well, 2's left.
All right, and I think the last thing to go into my shooting phase is going to be my Primaris Rhino, firing his twin plasma gun at that unit over there. And he's going to be looking for 3s to hit. He's outside of rapid fire range. No reroll, and I did not supercharge. 1 hit, looking for a 3 to wound because strength 7. 1 wound, AP -3.
All right, and actually, I think no, that's a 6.
Yeah.
So 1 6 up.
No.
No.
Take 1 damage. I think they're 2 though.
Yeah.
Cheaper.
So plop that on him.
And I think that is going to be the end of my turn 1.
Well, that was quite a successful turn 1, I have to say.
I got first strike. I'm going to get secure objective 4. I do not get assassinate or Kingslayer.
No. And at the start of my turn, I get to pick 3 cards, find out what my objectives are, and they are Assassinate. Defend Objective 2. Well, that one's unguarded now. And Secure Objective 5. So that one's no problem. I'm already doing it. Secure Objective 2 is all the way over there in the corner where the flyers were. And Assassinate is kill something.
Yeah, I've got a lot of characters.
All right, at the start of my turn 1, I forgot to say this during Tom's turn, but I did spend 2 command points to make them insanely brave, and so I didn't have to do a leadership roll for them to see if they fleed. So on to reanimations, where I'm absolutely going to spend 1 more stratagem point, 2 command points, again on enhanced reanimation protocols for this unit, and then roll for them. So what enhanced reanimation protocols does is basically for any roll of a 1, I get to re-roll that. So on 5 ups, I get models back, re-rolling 1s, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 back, and 1 re-roll for 4 back. So movement for turn 1 Necrons. Didn't move, but and I'm just going to say this now so I don't come back around to it. At the end of movement, he fixed him, and then Living Metal fixed him, so I didn't have to roll for the D3, so he's back up to full. Didn't move. Moved up 12 inches. The group that was there moved forward 3, up 3, so they're in the 2nd floor of that building now. Moved the Lich Guard forward to actually have a cover save and hold on to Objective 5. Had the Shard of the Deceiver move over, ready to throw off his Powers of the Catan and charge. Had the Immortals kind of shift over there, getting ready to shoot down that group there. And I had my Cryptek use the Veil of Darkness to teleport over to that group, giving them the 5-up invul and possibly better reanimations later, because they seem like they'll need it. And that's everything for movement, so on to Powers of the Catan, where I'm going to throw an Antimatter Meteor at the vehicle. So it's going to be a D6 on a 2-up. The enemy unit receives D3 mortal wounds, but if I get a 6, it suffers D6. So, and Shazam. D3. 1.
6 up, feel no pain from Iron Hands. No.
Alright, so take your 1. And then that's it for stuff after movement phase. So on to shooting. So starting off the shooting phase for Necrons is going to be the Treyarch Stalker, firing everything it has into the Land Raider Accessor, which is going to be 2 shots from its twin heavy Gauss cannon, hitting on 3s for 1 hit, and wounding on 3s as well for 1 wound. AP -4, so I believe a 6-up.
5-up invul.
5-up invul.
Nope.
All right. That does D6 damage.
Correct.
for 6.
Which is reduced by 1 because of the Iron Stone, and then I have a 5-up Feel No Pain.
Alrighty then.
Which I saved 2, so 3 damage.
Cool. Next up in shooting phase is going to be my Doomsday Arc, and before I basically say where it's shooting, I'm going to pop Talent for Annihilation, which is a 1 command point stratagem, which basically allows me for every unmodified roll of a 6 I get to have 1 more hit roll. Go for it. So D6 number of shots, and basically everything it can fire is going to go into the Land Raider. So starting with the D6 from its Doomsday Cannon. 4 off the table. 6.
That's good.
That's very good. So 6 shots going in, hitting on 3s, 6s matter, and re-rolling 1s. For 1 6.
1 miss.
And, yep, 1 miss. Which I'm just going to roll now for the extra hit.
That's it. So you got
Hit.
all 6 hit.
I got all 6 hit. And then wounding on 3s as well for 3. And that's AP minus 5, but you've got your 5-up invul.
Yep, 5-up invul. 5-up invuls. Didn't make any. Command point. Didn't make any.
All right, so it's going to be
sucks.
3d6 going in. For 5, 11.
Minus 1 for each one of them.
Yep. So 2, 8. Oof. How many wounds do you have now?
I have a 5-up Feel No Pain.
Fair enough.
5-up Feel No Pain. I make 4 of those, so I take 4.
Oh,
That brings me to 7.
so beefy.
That is not even half yet.
Dang. All right. I don't believe you're in range for the Gauss Flares to go in. I'll check that and make sure. All right, turns out I am actually within range for the Gauss Flares. So that's going to be a total of 10 shots. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, 6s still matter for Talent of Annihilation. For Annihilation. Which gets me 1 extra. I get to reroll these 5 1s into 3 more 6s.
So it looks like you missed 3 times and got 4 6s.
Yep. So I will roll those 4 over here.
Getting you 3 back. So basically you hit with all.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice. And then this is going to be wounding on glorious 6s. So, Shazam.
2.
2.
AP
AP minus 1.
Yep.
So you're 3 ups.
3-up saves.
Made it and made it. Yeah, I wasn't expecting those to do much. I think this guy will be next. So, Catacomb Command Barge firing up next. Going to throw everything he has once again into the Land Raider. He's got 3 shots with his Gauss Cannon. He's going to be hitting on 3s because it's a heavy weapon and he moved. Rerolling 1s because of the Treyarch Stalker. And let's see.
Hit twice.
Well, I hit twice, so not bad. 6 versus 8, so 5s. 1.
AP minus 3, so my 5-up invul.
Yep.
Made it.
Oh. All right. How many of them are within 12 inches? Warriors in the building, firing once again everything at the Land Raider. Really hoping to do some more damage to it. Maybe killing it. I don't know. Could happen. Probably not.
Do a lot of damage.
I'd have to do a lot of damage. So they've got a total of 17 attacks. I'm going to roll 14 by their lonesome right now because I'm within half range. The Mephrit thing kicks off, so those 14 attacks have AP minus 2. So with that, these 14 going in first are going to be hitting on 3s, 1s, re-roll. So that's 1, 2, and 3. I get to re-roll for 1 extra and a total of
4 misses, I think.
4 misses. Yep.
Cool. Should get at least 2 6s.
And 6s to wound.
Got 3.
I got 3. Not bad.
AP minus 2, so this becomes a 4-up save. failed 1, so it would take 1 damage, 5 up, feel no pain. Nope, take
Aha!
1. Take 1.
I've done at least 2 real damage to you.
Yep.
Alright, and then the 3 with AP -1, hitting on 3s. 2 hit. Wounding on 6s. None. Alright, well, as much as I would love to dedicate some other shots elsewhere, the Immortals are going up next, and they're shooting through that building at him as well. Alright, so Immortals going up next with their 6 shots, going into the Land Raider, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, rerolling 1s, 1 miss, and then wounding on 5s for 3. Okay. With AP -2, but he will definitely get cover, so AP -1.
So 3 up saves. Made them all.
Oh, and lastly, the Cryptek with his Staff of Light is going to... I'm pretty sure you're within like 12 inches, so he's just going to throw 1 down there.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Tactical squad.
Yep, that's a tactical squad. 3 shots from Staff of Light.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 3s.
I will be done.
You're right.
But you rolled a 1. So.
I rolled a 1. And then wounding on...
Tough 4.
Tough 4 versus... Alright. Wounding on 3s. For 1.
EP -2 for Staff of Light.
I'm pretty sure.
5 up save. Nope. 6 up feel no pain. No. So 1 tactical goes down.
Yay! I killed something on my turn. Fuck. And that's going to be it for the shooting phase. On 2 charges to declare. I'm definitely making a charge with my shard into your vehicle.
I'm going to spend stratagem points. I think it's 2 because of the FAQ. Optimal Repression Doctrine. Use the stratagem when an Iron Hand unit fires Overwatch. Until the end of the phase when resolving Overwatch, it hits on a 5 or 6. If it has the Flesh's Weak Chapter tactic, resolve it on a 4 through 6 instead.
Wow. That's so much better than Tau. You just stole everyone's tech and made it better.
Yes. Alright, spending those 2 command points, looking for 4 ups to do damage. And I am going to supercharge his twin plasma gun. Looking for 4s. And command point. I do nothing.
Oh. Okay.
That's 3 command points to literally do nothing.
Alright, well, I guess my charge in. I need like 2 inches. I made it with 6.
There you go.
So, loop. I'll just hide over in this corner. Don't mind me.
That's fair enough.
I guess I'll throw my attacks in now.
Yep.
On to my attacks to be made in. I've got 4 attacks with my Star God Fist. Hitting on 2s. All hit. And then wounding on 3s.
You kill it.
All wound.
AP -4, no save. So.
Yep.
It doesn't explode.
No. I got Assassinate.
Yeah.
You're about to, though, as well.
Anyone consolidate?
Can I get enough to actually get in combat?
Before we jump into any fight that happens now, realize I forgot to do the chapter tactics 6 up feel no pain. Mike is being so kind and let me to try to roll that. He took 12 damage out of, well, a total of 13 damage out of his 10. So out of these 12, I need to make 4 6-ups for it to still be alive.
1 off the table.
Right, so the one that went off the table. All right, no, it won't happen.
Okay, so he still died.
Yep, same thing still happened. And then going into fight next. Total of 17 attacks because this is a squad of veteran intercessors and they get all sorts of nifty bonuses. Looking for 3s to hit. 10 hits. And then 5s to wound. For 2. That was not a great roll. Not a great roll. Only 2.
Alright, well, 2 5-ups. 2 5-ups. Failed both. 1 damage?
Yeah, 1 damage per, but yours is a 4-up.
You're right, I made it.
Yes.
Never mind.
I needed a 5-up to him, and you have a 4-up armor.
I have a 4-up armor and a 4-up invul. I made it, I take no damage. Thank you, Tom. And that should be it for my turn.
You get first strike, because that was your first turn.
It was.
You killed 1 unit.
Yay!
You also got an assassinate, so I think you get 2, right?
I believe so, yep.
Okay.
So, on to your turn 2. So with that fight phase being the end of my turn, just going over points-wise, I actually get first strike,
Yep.
assassinate,
Correct.
and secure objective 5.
Bringing him up 1 point ahead of me.
1 point ahead. And I'm throwing away defend objective 2.
Yep.
So I'll be pulling 3 cards next turn.
Yep. And you get to look at the top 3 cards in my deck and basically decide what my next one is.
Yep, and I'll do that off camera.
All right, at the start of the turn, you need to draw my new card. Mike is already screwed with the deck, and it is going to be Secure Objective 1, which I'm on.
Yep.
So, that's not bad.
It's right there.
So at the start of the turn, before I do any movement, I have a couple things to take care of. First off, Ironstone, obviously, choosing my big tank for its target. And then I think I'm going to actually put both of his chants into this guy.
All right.
So starting off the one that adds +1 to hit. Nope, didn't get a 3. And then the one that gives +1 to wound. Nope.
All right. Yay for me.
All right, here we are in turn 2. There isn't too much movement that I took care of this turn, mainly because I need to deal with the close threats before I start worrying about what's further back. This squad had its heavy bolter shift over so you can draw line of sight. Stayed put with these guys, because at the moment they don't really need to move for their targets. Stayed put with my center. I could moved up or fell back, but there's no real point to. Over here, stayed in combat, moved the other veteran intercessor squad over, getting ready to get some shots at this Lich card and then charge in, and kept the apothecary nearby for support. Stay put with the tacticals because they're just going to shoot up. Stay put with the tacticals, just doing a little bit of shifting around to shoot up, and kept my psyker right there.
Fair enough.
At the end of my movement phase, I'm going to spend 1 command point to have Ironfather repair twice.
Which is basically 6 wounds off of the 8 that I did?
Yep. And on a 5-up, I get the command point back because of the Tempered Helm. I do.
That's, what, twice now?
Yep, and it's been the first stratagem I used both of my turns. So I haven't had a chance to do it at all for the rest of that battle round, but
Oof.
I've gotten at least the 1 command point back both turns.
Yep.
Spent 1 to get it, got 2 back so far. It's paid for itself.
Paid for itself.
All right, so with that being done, onto the shooting phase where I think I'm going to start on this flank and work my way over.
Alrighty then.
So, heavy bolter being the only one I can see going into those guys. 3 shots going in, looking for 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s because it is a heavy weapon. 1 miss, 1 hit, 1 re-roll. Ooh, only 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. No, nothing.
Alright.
Terrible start, but hey, it's only 1 gun. That's, can't complain. Can't complain. Alright, Stalker's going to go ahead and activate next, firing all its shots in. Oh, yeah, the Ironfather does his special thing on this to give it +1 to hit.
Cool.
Or no, turns the ballistic skill into a 2-up.
Got it.
Same basic idea. So this firing at them, looking for 6s to hit with its Icarus Storm. Autocannons. Not 6s to hit, 4s to hit. I can do math. So, 3 hits, 2 1s re-rolling. So, a total of 5 hits. Strength 7, so 3s to wound. 3 wounds with EP -2. You're in cover, so effectively EP -1.
Sweet. So, 2 5-ups.
Made 1.
Made 1, failed 1. 1 dead.
Storm Bolter now firing. 2 shots. Looking for 3s. Both hit. Going for 4s to wound. 1 wound. No AP.
1 4-up. Made it.
Okay. Predator now going to activate, firing all shots in. Start off with 2 last cannons firing. Looking for 2s to hit. Both hit. 2s to wound. Both wound. That's just 2 dead.
Yep. Here, can you pass me 3? Going from left to right, or my left. Which is my right, but you know that. I pointed at it. Man, directions are hard.
All right. Rapid firing his Storm Bolter, looking for 2s to hit. Not rerolling ones because it's not a heavy weapon. Actually, rerolling ones because he's nearby the Accessor, which rerolls all 1s to hit. 1 hit extra. And 4s to wound. 1 wound. No AP for the Storm Bolter.
1, 4 up. Nope.
Another one goes down.
Thank you.
2d3 number of autocannon shots. For 4. Looking for 2s to hit. All hit. 7, so 3s to wound. 3 wounds with AP -2, so effectively AP -1.
So 3 5-ups. Made 2.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do the Thunderfire Cannon now, because actually didn't do so great on everything else. So Thunderfire Cannon. 2d6 number, sorry, 4d3 number of shots from the Thunderfire Cannon going at those warriors. So 3, 5, 7.
Nice.
Looking for 3s to hit, rerolling 1s because it is a heavy weapon. All hit. Strength 5, so 3s to wound. All but 1 with AP -2, so effectively AP -1.
That's 6
Yep.
5-ups. All right, so that's 6 5-ups. Getting me
None.
none.
And that's
the rest of them.
There's only 5 left, so you can't even spend a command point to save it.
Nope.
So up next, I'm going to go ahead and group these 2 tacticals. I talked to Mike about it, and we discussed ranges and all that. There's no way that he could get out of rapid fire range / Bolter discipline range.
Where it won't make sense for how I could pull to lose sight lines. So we're just doing both of them at the same time for
ease of use.
Yes.
I did realize while we were discussing that, I forgot to do my psychic phase, and Mike is like, no.
No, we've passed that point.
So fair enough. I've missed turn 2 psychic. Oh no. I'm going to go ahead and shoot, starting with all the bolt guns. There's a lot.
Yep.
Looking for 3s to hit. 5 misses, and 4s to wound. Even though you're going to have 2-up saves, there's 7, so there's a chance you fail at least 1.
Yeah.
Because you're in the ruins.
All right, looking for 7 2-ups.
Nah, didn't fail
Nope,
any.
I'm good.
All right, and 6 shots from their heavy bolters. Once again, 3s to hit, but re-rolling 1s because it is a heavy weapon. All hit. 3s to wound. All but 1, so 5 with AP -2. So you have 4 saves.
And 4-ups.
Yeah, that was
Failed 1.
good rolling saves.
Yes.
Right.
And eeny, meeny, miny, you.
Okay. The 5 guys here really can't look straight up to see them, so they're just going to fire their 5 shots straight forward.
Fair enough.
Looking for 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling 1s. All hit. Strength 4 versus tough 4, so 4s to wound. For 3 wounds with AP -3.
All right, that's going to be 3 5-ups. Not as good.
So 1 dies, another 1 takes the wound.
Yep.
My Accessor fires all the shots at your Immortals.
Ow. Oof, owie, my bones.
Looking for 2s to hit with its las cannons. Rerolling 1s because it is a heavy weapon. All hit, even if it was a 3-up. And 2s to wound. All wound with AP -4.
How many was that?
4.
Okay. One left.
Since this all happens at the same
Same time.
It's heavy grav cannon, looking for 2s or 3s to hit. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. So I was wrong earlier, double check back to the rules. Because the Primus Rhino is gone, he no longer automatically has a ballistic skill of 2-up. So he has a 3-up, and I didn't give him anything because I failed my chance, and he gave his 2-up to the other guy.
So, 1 hit.
1 hit, 3 to wound. Successfully wound, AP -4.
Well, all right, bye.
And you had a save of 3 or higher, so it became D3 damage too.
Yep.
It's like, I could shoot that way.
Actually, I had a 6-up save with
true.
cover.
So 6-up save.
1 6-up save. Nope, he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, does that mean I would have had saves for the last?
You know what would have been better? Your 5-up invul because you're Cryptek.
That's true. How many of you are over here? Merde!
Alright, with my shooting done, we're going to go on to the charge phase where this 5-man veteran intercessor squad declares a charge at the Containment Shard of the Deceiver. They can't fail a charge. They got 9-inch charge.
Yeah, they're good.
And since Mike doesn't have enough command points to interrupt,
Nope, not at all.
I'm going to have a lot of attacks being able to go in. But before I do that, I'm spending 3 command points in total for 3 separate stratagems.
And that is all the rest of your command points.
All the rest of my command points. I want that thing dead.
All right.
First off, we have Mercy as weakness. When a unit is chosen to fight, for the rest of the phase, any model that fights that unit, all models must choose to fight that model or shoot that unit if they can. Any 6s to wound count as 2 wounds instead of the usual amount of wounds that they would do. The second one is going to be Wrath of the Gorgon, which is +1 to hit, unless you are Emperor's Children, in which case it becomes +1 to hit and +1 to wound. And then the last one is Gene Rot Might from the Space Marine book. And any 6s to hit, unmodified 6s to hit, automatically wound.
Well, goodbye, Shard of the Deceiver. It was good knowing you.
So here's a bunch of attacks coming from just that one squad.
Okay.
They're looking for 2s to hit.
I see at least one.
So 2 6s, these will automatically wound. So I don't need to roll to wound for these. I missed twice. The rest of these I need to roll to wound.
And if you get 6s, they do double.
Yep. And looking for 5s and 6s to wound. So effectively 3 wounds.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a terrible roll.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a terrible roll. So
Total of 5.
total of 5. That was awful. Oh well.
4 4-ups. 5 4-ups. Or I missed 2.
So take 2 damage. Second intercessor squad's gonna do the same thing. Mercy's weakness does move through the rest of the phase. The other 2 do not. So be looking for 3s to hit. 7. Ow. 7 misses. And then these are 5s and 6s to wound. 6s give me 2 wounds. Total, that was a 5, 5, and a 6. So 4 wounds in total.
All right.
That was pretty bad. Oh well.
So 4 4-ups.
But you made
Made 3. Failed 1.
And you made higher end than you should have.
Yep.
Well, that was atrocious. That was such a waste of command points.
That took 3.
Yep. You get to fight back now.
I do. I'm going to choose the... which one has the Stalker Bolters?
They all do.
I'll do? All right, I'm just going to pick one. I'll do with the group on the left.
Okay.
And throw my 4 attacks in.
Fair enough.
So, hitting on 2s.
Missed one.
Missed 1. Wounding on, I think, strength 7.
So it'll be 3s, yeah.
Wounding on 3s. For 2.
EP minus
4.
4 or something ridiculous. So no save.
You're 5 up.
Yep, 5 up, feel no pains. 3 at a time for each dude. First guy dies. Second guy dies as well. So
Cool.
Full him and him.
And then he just kind of stays there.
Yep. That was awful.
That was.
Oh well.
Alright, and it's now at the end of your turn. I don't need to do any morales. Everyone's dead.
Yep, and I'm good.
Did you get any of your...
Secured objective 1.
Alright, so that's 1 more point to you. And you're still looking for Kingslayer and Assassinate.
Yes.
All right, so on to my turn 2. All right, so turn 2 Necrons, finding out what my 3 cards are. Tom's already messed with them, so I've got Defend Objective 6, Big Game Hunter, fair enough, and Defend Objective 5. So I'm already on 5. 6 is right there, just got to move over. And Big Game Hunter is any and all.
I've got 3 vehicles left.
So at the start of my movement phase, I have actually shifted these a little bit already, but just kind of moving backwards and doing the reanimation. It's just going to be 1 5-up for this group for the 1 back. All right, so movement phase for turn 2 Necrons. Didn't move. Moved over just to secure that objective or start defending that objective. I had my Lich Guard just kind of start moving forward towards the Cryptek, ready to hopefully defend him later, as well as hopefully getting into the fight later. But right now they're just still defending objective 5. The Cryptek hopped down off of his mountain to hopefully get some just line of sight blockage to stay alive a little bit longer. Obviously stayed in combat, and that's it for movement. So on to Powers of the Catan, where I'm just going to use Antimatter Meteor again on this group of 3 that I'm in combat with, which is going to be on a 4-up, D3, on a 6-up, D6. So, woo!
A 1.
A 1.
You have 1 command point left.
I do have 1 command point left. It's sorely tempting, and I don't think I'll really be using it for much else. Except for maybe that. I will not spend the command point now.
Okay.
So with that out of the way, on to shooting. All right, for shooting phase, obviously I'm going to start with the Treyarch Stalker, firing both its shots into the Predator over there. So 2 shots hitting on 3s, 1 hit, and then that's going to be wounding on strength.
It's going to be a 3.
All right, wounding on 3s. Wounds.
All right, AP -4, so a 5-up invul. No. Roll your damage.
Shazam.
1.
1. I'm not spending a command point.
6-up, feel no pain. No, I take it.
Okay. Next is going to be the Doomsday Arc, firing everything it can.
Same target? It's got 9 wounds left.
It's got 9 wounds left. As absolutely little and abysmal as this will do, I'm gonna have the Gauss Flare Array shoot at the big tank, and the Doomsday Cannon shoot at the Predator.
Okay.
All right, so it's going to be D6 number of shots going out, but before that, I'm going to spend my last command point on Talent for Annihilation. Hopefully, this does well. So, D6 number of shots for the Doomsday Cannon. 2. Not ideal.
3's to hit.
3's to hit. Got a 6.
1 extra shot.
Got me 1 extra hit, so 3. And wounding on strength 10 versus
7 or 8. So
all right, so
3's.
3s.
For no damage.
All right. Ineffectual Gauss Flares going into him. 10 shots hitting on 3s. I mean, 6s count as an extra hit, so woo.
Well, extra roll.
Oh,
Not extra hit, extra roll.
it hasn't come up yet, but I am re-rolling 1s on him.
Yes. And you didn't roll any ones.
I didn't roll any 1s. That it hasn't come up yet. So, yeah, 1 miss, 2 miss.
And 3 extra hit rolls.
3 extra hit rolls. So 1. I missed
Yeah.
twice.
Well, effectively 1.
All right, and wounding on 6s. 1. Suck it.
AP -1, so a 3-up save. I'm fine.
Okay. Woo, that helped. All right, 3 shots coming out from my Catacomb Command Barge firing at... It's not going to kill it, but at that. The Predator.
Going for 3s to hit.
3s. Actually, maybe 2s for him.
Heavy and moved.
Heavy and moved, 3s, plus a 1. But that 1 can get re-rolled. All 3 hit.
I am T7 versus your strength 6 weapon.
Woo, 4, 5s. 2 wounds.
If I remember correctly, actually decent AP.
Yeah, I think it's also 4.
Well, I think it's 3, but it doesn't matter either which way. It's
Yeah.
5 up involves. I'm fine.
All right. He can't shoot anything. He doesn't have any guns. They don't have any guns. On to melee. I'm going to throw all 4 attacks into the group of 3. Hitting on 3s.
3 hits.
3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2.
No saves. So my feel no pains 3 at a time. So first off, 3. 1 guy dies. Second one, 3. Lives with taking 1 wound.
All right. Your attack's back.
All right, between the 2 squads, a total of 25 attacks going in. Looking for 3s to hit. 9 misses. 5s and 6s to wound. 4, 6 wounds. 6 wounds.
All right, well, 6 4-ups. Here we go.
Failed 3.
All right. And I already had...
3 damage. So that brings you to 6. I think you have 2 left. I think he's an 8-bagger.
Yep. End of my turn. I have started defending. I have done absolutely nil to zip damage to that.
Yep.
And moves on to your turn.
Okay, before getting to movement for my turn, I need to draw a new card. Scour the skies. Kill something with the flag keyword.
Yep.
Cool.
Which at the moment is just my Catacomb
Warlord.
Command Barge and the Doomsday Arc.
Okay, at the start of my turn, I need to quick do my abilities. So let's go with the Ironstone once again, activating on that. And then his 2 chants are once again going to go onto this Predator. So, +1 to hit. Nope. +1 to wound. Oop, +1 to wound. Yes. So +1 to wound on my Predator. Movement for turn 3. It's pretty straightforward. My right-hand flank is comfy where they are. They have a line of sights on what they want to shoot at. Moving into my center. Discord to my last squad. Tactical, surprising Mike.
I forgot there was another one.
Out of the Land Raider, they moved up to cover. The Land Raider and my characters moved up. My Predator moved his 10 inches over. It's getting into cover and whatnot over there. And we're just going to hopefully focus fire down, take out Mike's Warlord.
No.
With that being said, on my flank over here, stayed in combat, stayed supporting the combat. My 2 tactical squads moved at angles to get line of sights on the Cryptek. And my Psyker moved over, getting ready to smite and free this group.
There it is. I found it.
So with that being done, at the end of the turn, I repair all the people.
Oh yeah, and everyone's basically back up to full except the Predator.
Yeah, which has 1 wound. So with that being said, on to the Psychic phase, where the only thing I'm going to Psychic is that, and it's going to be a smite.
Yep.
Meh.
2 and a 1.
Nothing. It doesn't get any special rerolls or anything like that, so.
Woo! Not dead yet. Woo! You're gonna punch it to death, but...
Yep, hopefully. Alright, with that being said, on to the shooting phase. The first thing I'm going to do in the shooting phase is group fire the tacticals, as many that can, to kill the Cryptek.
Fair enough.
Alright, between 2 squads, there are 4 bolt guns that have line of sight, 3 are in rapid fire range. So a total of 7 shots, looking for 3s to hit, no rerolls. 4 hits. 4s to wound, because only T4 on a Cryptek. 3 wounds, no AP.
3 4-ups, I think.
Correct. Failed 1.
Failed 1.
2 heavy bolters, both can see, looking for 3s to hit, rerolling 1s because it's a heavy weapon. Rerolling 1s. All hit. Okay, and now firing the heavy bolter part. 2 of them can see. Looking for those 3s to hit. You're rolling 1s. Did I actually already roll the hit before Scott came down?
You were rolling to wound.
Okay.
This was to wound. As I'm almost certain. Let's...
Okay, quick double checking the camera. I did in fact already roll the hit. We got interrupted and had to come back to it. So I had 4 that successfully wounded, and then 3 or 2 that didn't wound.
All right.
So that's going to be 4 with AP minus 2.
All right, so it's going to be 4 6-ups.
5 ups.
5 ups?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He
How much damage per?
1 each, but he took 1 earlier, so that's 5 total.
Ah, man.
He took 1 from the bolt guns.
All right. Yep. So that's Crypt Deck dead.
Up next is going to be my Stalker, firing all that it can into Mike's Warlord, which is basically just his 2 Icarus Storm autocannons. He's going to be hitting on 2s because he had the fly keyword, and he's rerolling 1s because heavy weapons, and I'm still in the Devastator Doctrine. Iron Hands will never leave it.
Nope.
All 6 hit.
Because it's so tasty.
Strength 7 versus whatever you have, so 3s to wound. Yeah, that wasn't too good. 3 wounds, AP minus 2.
All right. All right, so it's going to be 3 5-ups.
Yeah, there you go.
Made 2. Failed 1.
2
How much damage? 2 damage. Quantum shielding, I need a 1. No.
Okay, so that's it for him. So 2 damage onto that. Predator going to go next. Fire all its shots going into your Warlord.
Fair enough.
So let us start off with the 2 las cannons. Looking for 3s to hit because I didn't get the chant off on it. Both hit. 2s to wound because I got the chant and it adds 1 to wound. Both wound. EP minus 4.
All right. Which basically no save goes on to quantum shielding.
D6 damage each.
For 6.
And a 3. So the 6 you're probably going to...
Yeah. I need a 5 for the 6.
You're good.
I got it.
And then 3.
And then 2 or a 1 for the 3.
No. So
No.
you take 3. So total
take
5
3.
damage so far.
I wish I had reversed those.
Yeah. 2d3 shots from its autocannon. For a total of 3. These are going to be looking for 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. 2 hits. Strength 7, so it would be wounding on 3s, but wounding on 2s because of the 1 canticle. Not the canticle, prayer thing. So 2 with AP minus 2.
All right, so that's going to be 2 5-ups again.
Failed both. 2
Failed
damage
both.
each.
2 damage each. It won't matter, so I'm just going to roll these both at the same time. I need snake eyes.
Take 4 damage.
Take 4 damage.
That's
9.
I think it's dead. I think it's only an 8 banger.
Let me look. And with that, my Catacomb Command Barge is busted. It is the dead. Which is unfortunate, because that's Warlord kill. And it's character kill.
And Scour the Skies.
And Scour the Skies. Now, you really just need 1 more character kill.
Yep.
And then I think you outpoints me by a lot.
Okay, up next, I think I'm going to go with this squad of tacticals and firing what I can into the Lich Guard there, and what can't into a vehicle if they can see either one.
All right. Yeah,
Probably-
you'll be able to shoot this guy through the front windows there. There's one section where you've got a block, but the guy in the back can shoot this way.
Yeah. All right, checking line of sights from the squad there. 2 bolt guns can see the Lich Guard along with the heavy bolter, so the other 2 are just going to fire straight forward into the Stalker. So let's start with them. They're looking for 3s to hit, rerolling 1s because they're nearby my Warlord.
5 and a 2.
1 hit. Wounding on a 5.
No.
All right, and then the bolt gun's going over to the Lich Guard. Once again, looking for 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. A 5 and a 2. And 4 to wound. No wound.
All right.
The heavy bolter. 3 shots, looking for 3s to hit. Rerolling 1s for 2 reasons. Still only 2 hits. And looking for 3s to wound. 1 wound with AP minus 2.
All right.
Effectively AP minus 1.
Yeah, so with the cover, so 1 4 up. Made it.
They tried. Okay, up next, I'm going to actually do the Thunderfire Cannon firing across the board into those Lich Guard. Goal, if I can knock him off that point so he doesn't get defend, that is a lot of points that's basically denied him in 1 turn.
Yep.
So starting with the Thunderfire Cannon, because 1 guy is injured, I'm be looking for 4d3 number of shots. That's pretty good. 6 plus 4, so 10 shots. Right in the fire.
Dear grid coordinates.
Looking for 3s to hit, rerolling 1s because heavy weapon. 2 straight misses and 1 reroll. So 8 hits. 3s to wound. 5 wounds with AP minus 2.
All right. Does it care about cover?
No, but it does not ignore cover.
It does not ignore cover. So essentially AP minus 1. So
Yeah.
5 4-ups.
Yeah.
All right, so 5 4-ups.
You fail 3, which is enough to kill 1 and kill a whole another base.
Yep.
So,
So that's him
Injured.
gone and him gone.
okay. And then my accessor is going to fire all of its shots into the same squad, needing to finish it off.
Your excessive is going to fire away.
Yep. He did get the benefit of Iron Father's special make the ballistic skill 2 up.
Fair enough.
So he's going to be hitting on 2s, starting off with the last cannons, looking for 2s. Rerolling 1s because it's a heavy weapon and he's nearby himself. All those successfully hit, and 2s to wound because strength 9. All these wounds, AP minus 4.
All right. It just
It's
it
gonna
just goes right through. They're just dead.
D6 at a time because I could roll 1s. 1 dead.
2 dead.
3
dead.
Overkill.
And at that point, I will actually GG as he is now eclipsed me in points, and I will have no unit that I can actually go and send out to get points. At the end, during the combat, he's probably going to kill that.
There's a chance it could go either way for that.
But either way, it's not leaving that combat.
Because you don't want him to move out and just get shot to death.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna GG at this point.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, how much points would you have gotten for your total end of turn if he died?
If I had killed him, I would have gotten Scour the Skies for 1. I would have killed 3 characters, so that's D3, if I killed him included.
Yes.
And then D3 for that, so 2D3.
2d3.
4 plus 1, 5 plus 1 for Warlord Slayer.
So you would have gotten total of 8 or 9?
No, I would have gotten 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6.
Okay.
Plus my 3 that I already have, so I'll
So
be up to
you have
9.
a total of 9 versus my 3,
Yes,
which
then-
I would be getting no points and no points.
Yeah, and I had 4 of your points that turn.
So I would have gotten up to 7.
Yeah, which would have been way closer, but
Yeah, but no, I'm not going to be able to climb up that hill.
with 3 units.
3 units. So, GG, good game. Iron Hands, everybody. Let's hear it for Iron Hands.
Iron Hands are really great. That opening shot.
Oh my god, just annihilating my flyer. Hey, look, the crater where he was.
He did not explode. He just kind of crashed off somewhere else.
Punk. Oh, that was a beautiful opening shot that was just a morale destroyer.
The ability to stack so many +1s on a thing that you basically ignore the negatives.
Oh, absolutely. Just hitting a flyer on a 2-up still.
Rerolling once.
Rerolling once.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Most flyers do not have an invul to make up for it.
Nope.
Or a high armor.
The only way that I could have, like, game-wise countered that is if that model happened to have quantum shielding, which it should never have.
Yeah. And I did what I said I was going to do. I treated quantum shielding as literal roadblocks. I had to clear as much else out.
He got rid of everything else except for the 3 things that had quantum shielding,
Yeah.
and only got one of them when it mattered.
I had to kill it that turn.
And to be fair, they didn't do any damage.
In the long run, yeah. But they very much could have killed
Could have. But you rolled fantastic on your saves for the big guy, and I rolled poop for my second iteration.
Second shot.
If I had started with firing at your Predator, it would have gone much better.
Yeah, you probably would have killed the Predator.
But once again, I went, oh no, it's big and scary, shoot it!
Yep.
And it was just kind of a feint.
Big and scary, and also a literal brick house.
Oh, a literal brick house. Alright, well, anyway, hope everyone enjoyed, and have a good one.